NAACP is now joining the legal team investigating the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, adding its Office of General Counsel to a group that already includes civil rights attorney Ben Krupp and Reverend Al Sharpton. The NAACP says it's getting involved to push for truth and transparency. Wells was reported missing the night of July 4th. His body was found July 6th just off Horn Island. His cause of death is still undetermined. Now, as questions grow, the family's lawyers say they are ready to immediately turn over Nolan's phone for a joint forensic search. They're asking Jackson, George County District Attorney Angel Myers McElrath to pick a time between Tuesday and Friday. Both sides agreed back on July 15th to have their experts and possibly the FBI examine the phone together.